So, about that second episode of Arc V. So, I actually woke up early enough to kind of watch Raw again. So, base this off of your own interpretation, because we're going to have some fun here. So, the duel goes pretty good for Yugioh at this point in time. We actually get to see the continuation of the duel at the beginning of the episode. I get to see Pendulums, and it looks like a lot of people are surprised by the move that Yugioh's performed. For what we gathered, Pendulum Summon does exist in the duel systems, but nobody knows about it except for a select few duelists. The audience reaction was probably my favorite part of this episode, where they're all like, huh? What? Pendulum Summon? You got the whole feel from Yugi going, Synchro what? Or, from the movie. But it was really good to see Yugioh really make use of this power. And, of course, he got the two best Pendulum monsters for his general combos. Looking at it, though, it looks like he's only able to access the true power of Pendulum Summon when he's in a pinch. They talk about that a little bit later on in the episode. But the duel really, the first duel actually really makes use of Chronomancy and Aristoromancy's pendulum scale effects, which really gives you a feel for how powerful those two are going to be. Because I feel like we're going to be seeing these two monsters along with Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon for a good chunk of the show. So, like I said, the first duel ends pretty well. Yugioh definitely gets the victory that he so deserved, and we get to see that the magicians have the ability to actually even stop action cards. Overall, looking at action duels, though, the way that the first one actually goes, I'm going to say that the concept is pretty good. We're going to have to wait a little bit more, though. My first opinion on the first action duel, it went pretty well. It could have definitely been better, but for the most part, it went good. And I do like the graphics. Good feel of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale, kind of just like being revisited. Outside of that, the next scene, you kind of get to see Kaiba 5.0 at this point in time make his guest appearance, and I believe they're talking about how the Pendulum monsters have appeared, things like that. So it's kind of interesting to see, like, the mystery that is behind pendulums. I know a lot of people, like us that know everything, we're like, pendulums are this, they're broken, but Yugioh has to learn these things as he's actually playing the game. And it's pretty interesting to know that he's going to have to learn the mechanics himself. He's not going to have anybody to teach him. It's basically just a gift that he's been handed. And it kind of looks like that his father might have told him something about this in the past, but currently he doesn't have anything to go off of. The next scene coming up off of the antagonist talking about what's going on with the cards, they start to recruit kids because everybody's still like, Pendulum Summon, what? They start to recruit kids. The kids just want to see more Pendulum Summon, honestly. I mean, the way it looks that no one's seen this. And, when you get something cool and new, you want to see what's up. So, we actually get a second duel. And the duel actually starts off with them showing the Hollow system yet again. The way that the Hollow system works in this particular anime, it's a lot better than anything I've seen so far in any Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, outside of the first one. The first Hollow pendulum, or the first Hollow setup system for Yu-Gi-Oh! Was pretty nice, but the 3D effect that they've given to this Hollow simulator is really nice to create the world effect. So I've got hope for that as well. Outside of that, the second duel begins. This is actually pretty funny. We get to see Yugioh once again in his classic Hippo of Doom. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get really sick of seeing this goddamn Hippo for the entire series. So, once again, Yugioh Hippo, just running around. It's gonna be the next theme for the next 150 episodes. Let's get used to it. Also looks like we get a new archetype of angel-based monsters. I'm actually really hoping that they do something with these, and they just don't turn into Cyberblader from the GX era. So I do have hope for these guys. Not quite sure what their name is, but it looks like they do attack with sound. Outside of that, Yugioh's attempt at pendulum summoning and his pose with the hippo really made this episode what it was for me. Because you go from the very serious duel to the more casual. And you actually get to see him attempt to pendulum summon, because he's not aware of how the pendulum scales work at this point in time, because he just so freely calls out Chronomancy and Pendulum Eye, or Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, to attempt to special summon from his hand, which isn't actually the case. Give him a little bit more time, he'll get used to the pendulum scales, but when he actually fails to do the pendulum summon, because I believe most of the stuff in his hand was weak, like 3 and 4, of course you can't pendulum summon, and I don't think that he's aware of Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon's effect, or it's not the same effect as it is in the TV show. I saw some discussion about that on the Pojo, about how Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon's effect might not be the same. So once you kind of get through the whole you can't pendulum summon, the chick actually just beats him down and the duel ends. And then everybody starts to think that Yugioh is a cheater because he can't pendulum summon. Now the interesting thing that I find about this is, if all the kids are calling him a cheater, but the data's in the system for pendulum summons to be a thing, and to top it off, he's holding the pendulum right here in his hand, why would you call the guy a cheater? I mean, if his fake card's registered on the system, I mean, it should be fine, unless, you know, he's master hacker like Kaiba. But outside of that, he does become aware that he needs to always be in a pinch. So, I mean, in his own mind, he knows that he's not a cheater. And you kind of get the crying scene as he kind of walks away. But being called a cheater does kind of put its moments on you. Outside of that, though, the moment of Yugioh being called a cheater really sets him on his way for character development. I think it was a good blow that they gave to him for character development, and just in terms of, you know, you just scored your one major goal. Congratulations. You got this power, you have this goal, you got this good taste of victory, and then he just gets put right down after the power that he was given failed because he hasn't mastered it yet. So I think it's a very, very, very good step in the right direction for where they're going with this, to be honest with you. So I will say this, I'm really looking forward to more episodes. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this. Character development's going good so far for Yugioh. Getting the chance to see the female duel so early on was really good as well. I mean, we didn't have to wait for a couple of 100 episodes to actually get some Taya action up here. So, like I said, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Are you guys following RKV? I really hope this hippo dies in a fire, because I don't want to keep seeing, you know, Barney the pink dinosaur for another 150 episodes. So, that's that. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, MKohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.